Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to 90 at 9, brought to you in association with Bank of New Zealand. This is your morning briefing where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, starting now with news. The Dominion Post is reporting that AMI Insurance's capital has been exhausted and that the government is investigating some sort of bailout of AMI Insurance, which has around about a quarter of the insurance policies issued for home and car insurance in New Zealand. The Dominion Post is reporting an unnamed source saying the government has come to an arrangement to allow AMI to continue operating. Now, back on March 11, we reported that AMI may not be able to handle all of the claims from the Christchurch earthquake. Remember, it has more than a third of the market for car and home insurance in Christchurch. It has just over $500 million worth of capital and about $600 million in reinsurance. An analyst we spoke to back on March 11 and reported on interest.co.nz said there was a risk that it may not be able to meet all of those claims. Then on March 24, we reported that AM Best had downgraded AMI Insurance's credit rating by 2 notches and put it on review for further downgrade. AM Best also said it was concerned about the reinsurance and risk policies that AMI had employed. Meanwhile, overseas, Portugal is about to seek a bailout from its partners in the Eurozone. An announcement is imminent. This is after its 10-year bond yield rose to 8.8%. That is unsustainable, and the turmoil in the European financial markets continues. The thing to watch for New Zealand, of course, is more turmoil on global markets means it's more difficult and expensive for New Zealand banks and the government to roll over its foreign debt. Meanwhile, the gold price hit a record high overnight of $1,463 an ounce. There is renewed talk about economic recovery in the United States and elsewhere, which would push up inflation. And because of that, the New Zealand dollar rose over 78 US cents overnight. It's now well above where it was even before the earthquake on February the 22nd. A big issue here is massive inflows of capital into New Zealand from two sources. Firstly, the government is likely to borrow upwards of $20 billion this year to service its budget deficit. That's close to $5,000 per person. Also, there's $15 billion worth of reinsurance money that will flood into New Zealand in the next 6 to 12 months. That's helped pushing up the value of the New Zealand dollar to 78 US cents. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was 90 at 9, brought to you in association with Bank of New Zealand.